welcome back to Spars Outdoors, and this is your fish report for the week. We're going to do a little bit on Lake St. Clair, but as always, I don't cover much down there. We're going to work our way north here. So, down in Lake St. Clair, the smallmouth bass, muskie, pike, you name it, it's going nuts. It's still going nuts. That water is really warm. Those of you who know where to go, know where to go. Trolling for muskie's been hot. I heard, I can't confirm this, but Shipping Channel, doing good out there by the Shipping Channel on Lake St. Clair, off the metro area. I also heard out in front of Fairhaven's good for muskie and pike along the weeds. So I don't know where those weeds are. I don't know much about them, but as for the bass and panfish, smallmouth bass are all over Lake St. Clair. You can catch them in the cut, you can catch them out on the bay, you can catch them just about anywhere there's structure. In the canals and cuts, a lot of panfish activity still going on. Water's super warm though, so you know they're still fun to go after and take the kids out fishing for them. Absolutely, it's still fun. So definitely get the kids out, get them fishing, take them down to some of them cuts over by the local boat launches. You can always get a few little perch, even some nice ones on some days. The Brandenburg Pier, a lot of fish around there, some big rock bass, stuff like that. Walleye fishing, I know they're doing okay for walleyes. But that's about all I have for you for Lake St. Clair. I can't even tell you where. I know the rock piles down there on 9 Mile. I know a guy who went down there and did very well on walleyes. So, but a lot of small fish. So we're going to talk about that here in a minute too. Let's just head right down into the St. Clair River. Starting right in the North Channel. Pulling crawler harnesses in the North Channel is doing good. It's hit or miss. You got to be in the right spot at the right time. I can't say they're doing great, but they're doing good. They're getting a few fish. Over by the head of Russell Island, whipping at night, it's hit or miss. You know, usually that's fire all year, and right now it's just that time of year where it's slow. That water temperature is 67.8 degrees last night in the river. So, and that was up there in St. Clair. So let's just come up to St. Clair. American and Canadian side, both the same. You know, you're getting a lot of small fish and catching a lot of fish to keep your limit. If you get your limit even. The other night we struggled real bad. We got fish, but we struggled to get good fish. And that's all the way down through the whole system right now, all the way out in the Lake Huron for walleye. But the jig and bite is good at night. Is the best time to go for jigging. Pulling crawler harnesses day or night. Whipping's good. And casting from shore, that seemed to slow down, but there's still guys that are still doing good. It depends on where you're at. So I know north of the Blue Water Bridge on the rocks, they're doing very good. That's the best I've heard for walleye. So when that's casting a 3/8 ounce head with a plastic 3-inch thumb from or a ribbon tail, go down there and cast, you'll do well. Right by the mouth of Black River, I know a guy goes down there and he does pretty well. He gets some nice fish right at the mouth of Black River casting. So depends on where you're at in the river. Everybody's saying it slowed down, it's done. Hand lining's on fire. I will tell you that right now. Hand lining is the best way to go right now. Hand lining is on fire right at the head of the lake there. Just absolutely phenomenal right now. 28, 30 foot of water, 35 foot of water. They're getting them all over the place. So, and that's both American and Canadian side. American side seems to be better. So, and that's even with the whipping the last few days. The American side seems to be better. A lot of weeds coming down the Canadian side because of this west wind. So let's head out into Lake Huron. Steelhead fishing, expect that to pick up within the next week or two. There is a lot of fish out there. It's just it's that time of year where they're all over the place. You never know, you could catch them in 30 feet, you could catch them in 140 feet. So watch your graph, watch for a thermocline, watch for a scum line, watch for bait fish, and fish around the structure. That's the best advice I could give you. Just north of Port Sanilac in front of the Forster Water Tower, that's hit or miss. It was great 2 weeks ago up until last week, and then it kind of slowed off. I know they're getting fish over at the reef, a lot of lake trout. If that's what you want to do, head over to the reef and catch some lake trout. There are some cohos and some Atlantics mixed in with those too. Harbor Beach seems to be about the best I've heard. 70 to 80 foot of water, and that's for your cohos and steelhead. But the steelhead numbers ain't the big steelhead run yet. You know, that's usually August. Still getting a few kinks here and there. You're not seeing too many, but when you are seeing them, they're coming in like 180 foot of water in Harbor Beach is where I've heard. So it's that time of year where they're all over the place. Like I said, you could do really well in 30 foot, or you could do really well in 140 foot, 150, 160 foot, you know. Up there in Port Austin, it's hit or miss for the walleyes even up there right now. It's kind of crazy. Just my buddy Bob told me his buddy was out the other day up there by Grindstone. He did well. He got a few lake trout, some walleyes, but it wasn't great. You know, he did well, but he didn't do great. So inland lakes, they're full of weeds, so that structure for the fish. Get out there, cast for pike, cast for bass, cast for bluegill, crappie, whatever. Take the kids out fishing. Black River's full of catfish. Carp are biting again now that they're off the spawn. Carp are always fun to catch. Suckers, everything you can think of is in Black River. Take the kids fishing, side on the bank, and just wait for a bite. You know, you'll catch anything from a bowfin or a perch or a walleye or a catfish. You'll catch anything. So silver bass never really made a huge appearance. There's still a few around. Still a few Atlantics in the river system. Nothing like it was 2 weeks ago. They've slowed way down. Most of those are in the North Channel right now, and you can troll for them. But we got sturgeon coming up. Opens July 16th. We can't wait to get on that. The sturgeon are jumping all over the place, and when we're out whipping, it's getting me excited. Sturgeon fishing is coming up real soon, so that's about all I have for you guys for the fish report for this week. Thanks again for watching. Everybody hit that like. Everybody hit that subscribe button. It's free. And make sure you're watching us live every Thursday for the giveaways and every Tuesday for In the Kitchen with Holly. So thanks everybody again for watching Spars Outdoors. Another nice night out with Mr. Latham. And there's a limit of pig walleyes for this time of year. Got some tanks.